Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell talked about practicing against Myles Garrett and that Browns defense.
You know, every single snap he can wreck the game, and we've got a really good left tackle in Christian Darrisaw. I thought he had some great work against him in the one-on-one setting, took it over to the team setting. I think Myles got him a couple times, CD got him a couple times. That's normally how it goes with two really good players at their positions. But you can just see the way his movement skills, power, speed, he's got every aspect of rush. And then I don't think people talk about his instincts enough. Like, he understands through his experiences the types of tools that may be used against him to try to mitigate some of his impact. And he's ready for it and can play off of that well. And I think they do a good job because they've got experience with it as a staff, really building a rush plan to attack, you know, things like where the slide's going, pressure, you know, where they know exactly what's going to be dictated by having 95 over on that edge.
With that, let's welcome in G. Bush from 92.3 The Fan, the Barbershop, as well as the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. G. Bush, you can say whatever you want to say. The Browns defense showed up. They didn't have Denzel Ward, was in concussion protocol most of it. And by all reports, they played really well in the joint practices against the Vikings.
Yeah, look, you know, some of the clips that were going around on Twitter, you got to see firsthand. There was no, clips from the team periods, but from the individual drills, you kind of got a chance to see guys like Martin Emerson, who I thought really had a great week of preparation or a great week with the inter squad stuff, because, you know, he's going to get now have an opportunity to be the number one corner. Usually he's looked at as the number two corner, but, you know, it's invaluable to get some of those reps against one of the better receivers, some would argue the best receiver in the league, Justin Jefferson, and him being able to come up with some plays. I thought, you know, you take a look at it, and we heard Myles Garrett is just, you know, and this is coming from the Minnesota people, you know, they talk about how Myles Garrett up to 6 sacks. So by their count, Myles Garrett is up to 6 sacks. It was just crazy. But anytime they are praising your defense like that, and there's no Dalvin Tomlinson, there's no Zadarius Smith, there's no Denzel Ward, you get the picture that the Browns defense not only is going to be very good, but they have some new stuff that's up their sleeves that's going to make them an even better defense. And you know, Myles Garrett, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think Myles Garrett had 14 sacks last year. I mean, that's not 14 sacks by all means is good production. Let's not get it twisted. But no one would be surprised if you saw Myles Garrett with 18, 19 sacks, right? You know what I'm saying? That's something, and I think Myles Garrett believes that his production could even be better. And so if we can get some other outside pressure and we can get some guys on the other end that people have to pay attention to a little more, and still have our linebackers, you know, wreaking havoc, I think Myles Garrett can have a better season than he had last year based on production and impact.